Today, I am going to teach you the easy way on how to solve for quadratic equations by extracting square roots. But before we start, let us first review the standard form of a quadratic equation. And I guess everybody knows the standard form. Let me show you. The standard form of a quadratic equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where your a, b, and c are real numbers, and your a should not be equal to 0. Since we already know the standard form of a quadratic equation, it will be easy for us to solve and to deal with different problems involving quadratic equation. And today, we are going to learn the first process called extracting square roots. I have here one example. Please try to solve x squared minus 4 equals 0. In solving quadratic equations by extracting square root, we must first learn how to extract a square root of a number. I have here some examples. On your screen is simplify the given square roots. Number 1, the square root of 36. Number 2, the square root of 9. Number 3, the square root of 25. Number 4, the square root of 4. Do you know the answer? Let's start with number 1. What is the square root of 36? That's right. The square root of 36 is 6. Because if we are going to multiply 6 by itself, it will become 6 times 6 equals 36. So the square root of 36 is 6. Let's try number 2. What is the square root of 9? Correct. The square root of 9 is 3. Because if we are going to multiply 3 by itself, it will become 3 times 3 equals 9. So 3 is the square root of 9. How about number 3? The square root of 25. Yes, that's right. The square root of 25 is 5. Because, again, if you are going to multiply 5 by itself, it will become 5 times 5 equals 25. And 5 is the square root of 25. Let's try the last number. Square root of 4. Again, that's correct. The square root of 4 is 2. Because if you are going to multiply 2 by itself, it will become 2 times 2 equals 4. And basically, the square root of 4 is 2. Since we already mastered the concept of extracting a square root of a number, we will try now to solve for quadratic equations by extracting square root. Our last example is your x squared minus 4 equals 0. We are going to solve for this equation by extracting square root. First, you need to isolate your quadratic term. And now, what is the quadratic term? Correct. Your quadratic term is your x squared. How to isolate your quadratic term? You need to transpose the other number to the other end of your equal sign. So, by means of doing that, your negative 4 will become positive 4. Next process, you are going to simplify it further. Simplify it further by squaring both sides. So it will become x squared equals 4. To square this, we must write the radical sign to both ends of the equal sign. Yes, have you observed that your squared and your radical sign has the same degree? So we can eliminate this one. So what is left is your variable x equals. Now, what is the square root of 4? Correct. The square root of 4 is your positive negative 2. Okay, so to have the final answer for this, your answer might be x is equal to positive 2 or x is equal to negative 2. So we have the answer for x squared minus 4 equals 0. This equation is being solved by extracting square roots. First, we have, let me review you first. We have your x squared minus 4 equals 0 is our quadratic equation that needs to be solved by extracting square root. The first process to solve for this is you need to isolate your quadratic term. And your quadratic term is your x squared. To isolate this, you need to transpose your other number, and that is negative 4. Transposing a number to the other side of a equal sign makes the changing of sign of a number. So, if it is negative 4, if we transpose this, it will become positive 4. After isolating your quadratic term, you need to simplify it further. How to simplify it further? You need to square both signs by writing a radical sign. Yes, if we have this degree 2 and a radical sign, this 2 clause has the same degree. So we can eliminate this one to simplify and to end up with your variable x. Now, we already master how to extract a square root of a number. And we all know that the square root of 4 is positive negative 2. So, your final answer might be x is equal to positive 2 or x is equal to negative 2. So this is my own little way on how to solve quadratic equations by extracting square root. I am hoping that it can help you in a way or another. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching.